Hey, what is going on, you guys? We are not as late tonight as we were or have been the last 2 weeks. So
No,
we're already winning.
we are. I was actually on time this time, RC Car Garage.
He was on time and his mic was working. Everything was good to go.
Yeah.
My computer actually was all shut off when I got up here. I'm like, oh, crap.
Oh, no.
But everything was good. It was easy to get things going. But yeah, lots of people joining us already. Who's in the house?
We have Jeff Walters, Owen Rogers, RC Car Garage, the Mini Line. Let's see. Who else do we got in there? Psycho 13 Garage, Jeff Makovich, Dirk, Bulgier. Yep. Jason's RCC up in the house. Yes, sir.
Man, what a week, huh? Weekend last week after our last live.
Yeah. It was some tribulations. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know where my axle is. I just had it here and I was like, oh, I guess this isn't the part that's so bad. But there's a little bit of ring gear left on this. Not much.
Now they're metal, right? They were metal ring gears?
I don't think so.
They're plastic. They're plastic.
I think they're plastic.
So that's all going to be changed with that new Furitek axles. Those. The monster trucks are going to be metal ring and pinions.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I'm definitely going for speed on that.
Yeah. You'll be able to get those and stick them in. They say, Dirk says, nice hats.
Those are
my new hat on.
Look at that.
You got your taco hat on. Look at you.
Taco Tuesday all day.
Taco Tuesday.
Yep. I even had tacos today.
They were test them out, see how they looked.
They look good. Are they raised or are they kind of flush?
No, it's bubbly. It's got that little bit of a bubble effect to it. Had to pay extra for that.
Yeah. Did you get the man size? Or are you still on kid size hats?
Hey now. Hey now. Hey, Harley Designs in the house. He says, entertain me while I thrash on this truck.
Oh.
He's been going to town with all that carbon fiber, man.
I know.
One of them, I really did think that he'd done like some shaving or something because of all the pieces he's using to mix and make the
chop.
Carbon fiber. Yeah, it looked like, shavings collected.
Yeah.
Bench.
So I saw something that he posted about he's using a silicone mold. It'll be interesting to see how that turns out. I'm not sure what he's doing with the silicone mold. If I guess it's casting out of it, I would assume, but I just saw a post on Instagram about that. So I'm excited to see.
Repeatable mold that way.
Mm-hmm. I love using silicone molds. That's the way I go whenever I do any mold making. That's definitely the way to go. It's a little pricey. But hey,
especially if it's a bigger mold. It is not cheap to get large quantities of silicone, the 2-part.
Yep.
So let's talk. How do we want to do? We want to go right into the results of things. Talk about the tiny Gappin build off. That's what I see a lot of these people in here for already.
Sure.
We can go into what happened, the good, the bad, the ugly, and we can start looking at other people's. We won't show all of their videos, but you guys can definitely check these out. There's people in the chat I'm seeing already. Bulgier had a build going that was looking really fast.
Yeah.
Psycho 13 Garage, his is looking wicked.
Yeah.
Like design wise, super cool.
There's a lot out there,
Garage was working it. He was building one. So I saw 4 of them that had kind of built into it. We realized that time is, makes it difficult. We even, we were doing it, competing against each other, and time still was an issue for us.
I know.
But freaking weather.
Yeah, you had snow. I had rain. You had some. I saw the
all week and then snow,
and then wind. I saw the wind. I saw your cones flying around. So that
was both days.
Yeah.
Snow and rain. Yeah.
Is there like at all? Yeah. Is there at all anywhere in Michigan that has smooth concrete? because everywhere you went looked like it was pretty rough.
It's all ratted up, man. Like, because they do so much with salt and salt trucks, man. Everything's just tore up.
Yeah. And
then the changing weather, cold and hot and just cracking. Now, the parking lot I did find by our Reaction RC Hobbies was pretty good. I did 2 passes, and then the speedometer, I'd had it charging. Well, you got to turn it off in the app. I apparently forgot to turn it off overnight after I charged it, and it was down to like 17% when I went to run. And and then with the cold, it was just like, it wouldn't even give me a reading. I'm like, you're kidding me. Like, so we just threw everything in the truck after, you know, we were already driving to Detroit, and I'm like, no, we have to stop. It's good weather. This weekend's going to suck. It's going to snow, you know, blah, blah, blah. It was looking pretty good, and it was getting good traction there and going straight.
Yeah.
So I'd done a couple passes without doing the reading just to see, and then I was just going to lay down a slow pass and get a time. Nothing. I'm like, you gotta be kidding.
Well, so that's definitely how I felt. I felt like all my runs leading up to my last run were faster than my last run. Like, it was killing me. And, you know, I had the speedometer hooked up on it. And I will tell you right now, I fully endorse the speedometer you guys have, not the one I have.
Yes. Yeah.
So the one I have, you know, it's like I tested it on the Pro 4 on 3S, but I did a long run, like a long speed run. And bro, I was surprised. Like I messaged you right after that because I don't do speed stuff. I don't like ever care how fast they're going. And I was like, is this really possible? Like, can it go that fast on 3S in a long run? And
well, what did you have? So what did you have as one of your speeds?
On
47, right?
47,
47 mile per hour run. That was not within 90 feet. Because I was like, bro, you'd be like, that's like, was it? It was an insane,
you said like 60
second or something, 65 feet per second. I'm like, bro, I don't think you got that in 90.
Yeah, no, the Pro 4, it was like almost half a block that I was running down. I mean, it was enough where the front end picked up. And not like wheelie, but picked up. And then if you saw it kind of lower and plant and keep on going. And man, it was ripping. It was going really fast. I was surprised. And
well, that's how you destroyed the jet. I was just hoping you'd do something like that. Like there was a take, like an ending that I did that was kind of like, well, you know, I lost, like, because I've seen what yours was doing. And I'm like, it was just like total defeatist. You know, unless he blows his, you know, transmission or you know, blows a drive shaft or his ring gear or whatever, like there's not really a chance. So,
you know, and
I've got videos pulled up here too that we'll look at as we're going. So as people are jumping in, we are going to talk about the tiny Gappin it 24 scale build off, kind of go through the good, the bad, the ugly, like we said, show what other people were doing. We had several people that had some runs, and we just want to show what they were doing because their trucks are cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Building was really cool. And then we'll get to many people probably already saw our speed differences, but we'll talk about that. But yeah, good stuff. And we'll talk about the micro monster truck that was announced by Furitek. I got to pull up the picture for that they've got the little advertisement. It looks sick.
Bro, that was new to me. Like I didn't see that until you sent it to me. I'm not on Facebook though, so I was like, ooh. But I'm assuming it was on Facebook.
Instagram then. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Let's do it.
Yeah, okay, we'll talk about this.
The zip ties had me. I know. I saw that and I was like, I think the fenders might be pushing on the tires a little bit, slowing you down.
They were. I was just like, we'll talk about it. I mean, I ran into a lot of problems with my poor craft. Carly probably would be shaking his head like amateur hour.
I know, right? Well, I didn't show. I didn't show close-ups because what I did is I hot glued my motor plate down to the skid, and on one of the crashes I did, the hot glue came off and the motor just started spinning around, and I was like, "Oh man, that's crazy!" But I should have. I want to clarify something real quick. I think Bull Gear thinks I hit 47 in my Mini. No, that was with my Pro 4. I was just testing the speedometer with the Pro 4. So, but anyway.
I thought it was your Mini.
No, that was with the Pro 4.
Oh, no. Okay. Well,
the Pro. No. No.
Okay.
It was the Pro 4 stadium truck from the Associated one. That's why I was like, is that possible on 3S? Like, because that was a super long run, and I was surprised.
You were talking about your car on 3S, your little Mini. I'm thinking maybe, but that's why I started sending you all those text messages about like how many feet per second that was. I thought you were talking about your run. I'm like, I think your speedometer is broken, bro. Like,
no. Well, see, the thing is, I think it read well, but I think in that 90-foot quick jump, I don't think it really read very well in that area. So, like, if I went slow, if I went slow, it read fine.
Full trigger, and then they let off like once they get up. But some of them, like the Dynamite ones that I used to have, like if you didn't hold it at that speed for a minute, you wouldn't get the full readout because it's like almost a second or two that had to be holding that speed for it to kind of register, or at least not be declining. It was counting, as it was going up along the readouts.
Right.
But if you let off too early, you never got that peak speed. It seemed like.
So there's something that I'm really excited for, and it hasn't been talked about a lot yet. But FlySky has a FlySky GT7B or whatever, or G7. I don't know what it is, but it's the new controller that they just came out with. Apparently, it has telemetry that you can have speed on it. And I'm really interested to see how that would work.
Yeah, but it's not accurate because if you just hold it in your hand and pull full trigger, it says it's going 47 miles per hour, but it's just basing on RPM, so you don't really know.
Is it? Like, I don't know if it is or not, because it's got
rollout a lot of times. Does it have a GPS in the?
It's got a smart. They're smart. The new receivers are like this ant. It's like some kind of new smart receiver that'll give all kinds of telemetry. Because it says it'll give altitude, all that kind of stuff too.
So then it does have GPS in it.
Yeah. So I really want to try that, because if that's the case, I'm not a speed guy, but this kind of got me a little excited to try some speed stuff. And I think with maybe some of the stuff we're going to be doing and comp stuff later, it might kind of help with that. But I'm going to see. Yeah. I haven't seen it in many places yet, and I haven't seen any information about how it works. RC Review did a little review on it, but he didn't have anything about the speed telemetry on it. So
okay,
but
all right, so let's look at some of these videos. I'll pull up a couple. So this was Marlon Davila, and I'm trying to click on my window, the wrong one. That doesn't actually take you through the video. And so they were doing a live stream. They measured it all out, did everything live, so there was no fooling and joking. I'm trying to get a shot of his car. Here we go.
His car looks sweet, man.
It does look really sweet. He's even got the wheelie bar and everything.
Yeah.
So when you look at the build of it, we'll go to it. He ended up getting, it said here, action starts at 10:55. 17 mile per hour at 90 feet. My top speed wasn't bad. 24 miles per hour, and I still had more trigger. So I'm thinking the 24 miles per hour was beyond the 90 feet, because there's one of them where he went really far and hit like the speed bump, and I think that was out of the zone.
Right.
But 17 isn't bad at 90 feet at all.
No,
they're really hard to control. They're really. Mine so was. Yours was planted, man. That was the crazy thing.
That's what was driving me crazy, because I was like, if I didn't break my drive line or my axle, that I feel like
pretty good actually.
Yeah, he was doing really well
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even the 24 mile an hour one looked pretty good. But you can see he's got the power, so he did like you with the large motor.
Oh, he did?
I think
I didn't see the build.
20,000 kV surpass.
Okay.
Here we go. So we'll show it in here. That was mid to end last time I watched it. Yeah, so he's got it mounted. He's got everything tucked in there. Hobby Wing 35 amp on the sides.
That looks like a 370.
Really good.
Yeah, that looks
awesome.
It
might not be as big as yours.
Just saying.
I'm trying to find a good shot of that motor. Yeah, that's what she said, right? But look at the, I mean, even his mount points and everything was super clean.
Solid. Yeah, super solid.
Yep. Yep. Front wheels are awesome. Trying to see. Here we go. Here's the motor. So same idea as you with the direct drive.
Mm-hmm.
He was using like street tires, which probably helped a lot.
Yeah.
So he used the full suspension. He probably could have lowered it a little bit more. And I don't know.
Mine had zero suspension.
Yeah.
Zero suspension for me. Most of my suspension came out of my tires. Dude, I think. What's that?
1/8 scale motor, he says.
Yeah, so that's probably 370. No, not 1/8. It's not a 1/8 scale. An 8 scale motor would be maybe 1/18th or maybe 1/18th.
1/18th, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a 370. That's like a, what's it called? Not a mini. It's, what is it? So Associated made this little 14th scale buggy, and that looks like the same size. I don't know what size that is, but
yeah, based on the size of this ESC here, I think you're right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's in the chat right now. So Marlon's in the chat right now. He says 1/18.
1/18. Okay, so I'd read it said 1/8. It was just a mistake. Used a dash, but yeah, 1/18 scale.
Yep.
Yeah, look good, man.
Super good. Oh, and it's on a 1060. It looks like 1060 ESC.
Yep.
Solid.
35 amp.
Yeah,
everything
solid.
kind of there. So yeah, very, very cool. I like the wheelie bar and everything you built for it. And he did hit that 24 run was crazy. I'm trying to see here, go back and see if we can't just find that run.
So are you gonna rebuild and try to slowly try to get up to speed, or are you just gonna shelve it?
It was up here. That was the 24 somewhere.
Earth to Tony.
Who am I? Me rebuild? Oh, I thought you were asking Marlon in the chat. Sorry. I thought you were asking him in the chat. Am I going to rebuild? I'm going to shelve mine, I think. Yeah. I'm going to leave it mostly assembled.
Yeah.
I might make it into one of those ECB chassis ones that he's got.
Mm-hmm.
So that was happening to me right there. That was not.
Yeah, I didn't
to have that. Yeah, look at that run. That's the one. That's the 24 one.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So he was cruising on these right there. That's flying for a little car like that.
I kind of want to rebuild mine and hop in the truck behind it and see how fast I can get it to go. Like chase it.
Yeah.
That's moving, dude. Look at that.
Yeah. So very, very cool. So I think he had the top speed of the entries because Bull Gear had his running awesome. This is RC Car Garage. And he had his looking. We'll pull up one of his build videos here.
Yep, that one looked nice too.
Looking pretty cool. So again, another big motor, but he went into the transmission.
Oh yeah.
On his, probably if he'd have done that direct drive like you did, it would get even more speed out of that motor.
Yeah, I wonder how hard those tires
that
were.
Same surpass motor, right? So
looks like it. Yeah,
it looks like the same one.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if he had mounted that piece down here direct onto that axle.
I felt like the tires made a huge difference. Like a little bit of give in the tires versus like a hard rubber tire really made a big difference on these cars.
Yeah. Whoops. I went full screen.
I still want to do a smoke show with mine.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Life goals. I just don't want to burn up these nice tires that I got. I guess I could throw some stalkers on it.
You have to change them out. So we'll show you some of his runs. He was having the problems that I was having with it just drifting everywhere.
Yeah.
And so I was feeling for him as I was watching him do it.
Man, everybody got
power, which isn't. I mean, when you really think about it, with these, it's not that bad. But I mean, same way with me, just really struggling to keep it straight. Mine just wanted to just always just go wherever. It was like it had its mind of its own with the steering. Sometimes it hit like the left, and it's probably just bumps that would cause it, but
right.
But yours was on rails, but you did have a really smooth spot.
I think it was on rails everywhere.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, even at my shop, the back lot where I had the video of my test runs, it was even smooth there. I mean, there was some video where I was like catching air over the bumps, but it was still staying planted on it.
Dang.
I was surprised. Oh, dude, I probably had
probably added some good weight to it too.
Oh yeah, I probably had an eighth of an inch, maybe an eighth of an inch of ride height at the center. It was not much at all. I'm going to work on mine right now. I'm going to see if I can get if I can poach the front. If I can poach yeah. I just didn't have time on Sunday. I was like, well, that's not going to happen, but dad life.
I'm probably going to try to get more out of mine. I just need to find a better wheel tire combo. And I probably need to start with the fresh rail setup because I bent mine, remember, to accommodate. I think I'll just zip tie it down like I ended up doing in the end with mine. We'll talk about ours in a little bit. Let's look at Bull Gears. Bull Gears was looking awesome as well.
Yeah.
Here. Or who's next? Who do I have up here next? Yes, I have Bull Gears next. So which one is this of his? Okay, this is his run one. This thing has some crazy speed. That's for sure. When he opens it up.
Look at that.
He caught one of those little patchworks that we have in.
Yeah, I saw a little
bump also there. Bulletproof, man.
I know. That's what I was super surprised about.
I mean, look at how good it looks, first of all. His body and everything on it. He's got that exposed battery, so that's chancy too, risky with the...
It's playing through. You got the audio on.
Is that better?
Yep. Yeah, that thing looks awesome. It reminds me of like the old school tractor pullers. You know what I mean? The long 2-wheel drive ones.
So what's cool with what he did... was he, I think in this video he takes the top off. Maybe not. We might have to go to a different one. I don't think he does in this one actually. Yeah, here's one with the top off. And part 2 he shows more of the running. But in this one he does show what he did for his build, which was basically attach it to the front end of a toy car. See the front end there? That's the chassis of the toy car. And he used that for his steering, just put in a better steering servo. So it was already set up with the front end steering, basically just little spindle type deals. So
yeah, it's perfect.
Pretty clever. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, he's got a big old motor in his as well. Everybody was, and he went direct, which is just going to give him that straight power.
Yeah. I think that's the way to go.
He has a couple more runs.
Well, see, that's what I was surprised with. Yours went really well for having a going through the trans. Yeah, yours went really well for that. Look at that. You could the crazy thing. I mean, the tires just picked up right off the beginning. Look at that. See, you were talking how it was hard to ease into it. For some reason, mine was super butter, dude. It was super smooth easing into mine.
So what did that speed say? Was that kilometers or was that miles per hour? Whoa.
That is fast. Yeah, that was really fast.
I think it was kilometers an hour.
If you're still in here, Bulgar, did you have... Yeah, you had the speed right there. Kilometers an hour. So what is that? Like 14? 21 kilometers an hour?
So that's the hard part too. Like the lower the camera is to the ground, the faster it looks.
Mm-hmm.
And I was filming all of mine with my son mainly, was holding his camera up, just following it for just to prove what we did more than anything. So I should have done some of them down lower because it definitely felt faster seeing everybody's that were shooting ground level.
Oh, dude, when I had mine ground level and I would just buzz the tower, it was, that was making it feel like we were just hauling.
So yeah, so his is, I mean, his is definitely moving though. You can see it when it's going out away, and that one right there especially is flying, man.
Yeah, that is really fast.
I don't think any of mine had that kind of speed when I was running it. So the last one I have to pull up here still. Was Psycho 13 Garage, and his turned out awesome. Very clever use of the chassis as well. We said you had to use the chassis.
Right.
Well, he mounted his chassis to another chassis, and look at the fangs, like the glow-in-the-dark fangs in the front for the Dracula.
That's awesome.
But he mounted his shocks to that original chassis. Just
I think that's awesome.
Did the dualies.
Yeah, I think that's awesome that you use the shocks. That's
yeah.
I was like, nope, not using shocks on mine.
Yeah, and I ended up in the end just strapping mine down for the last things. So he it wasn't looking bad because he actually ran a brushed motor.
I was wondering about that. I was wondering if that was going to be the way to go.
With brushed, just smoother, or
just because I mean, to see if that would be a little more smoother of a power band.
Yep.
Oh, he has the same speedometer I had.
Yep, he saw it in the video. Yeah, so he did dualies in the rear,
and
it just didn't. He didn't get a reading on the speedometer, so
I
don't hit the button on the one, and on the other one he crashed and he forgot to check it. So, but his body and everything and the way he fit it all together looked awesome.
What an idiot!
There's a lot going on. It's a lot to manage. People don't realize doing these kind of videos. There's a lot that you're trying to keep up with.
And it's funny, how many times do you feel like you forgot to hit record, and then you go back and you go through all your stuff and you're like, oh, it's there. Like you get all mad at yourself walking back and you're like, oh no, I actually.
Ooh. So he damaged it. But look at the body. How cool is that, right?
That looks really cool. Man, that's some serious breakage right there.
I think it just pops back on.
It looks like he sheared it in the C-hub.
Oh, the actual axle.
Yeah.
What's this twisty thing? I don't even know.
His emotions.
Yeah, Real Moorhead says speed runs are not easy.
They are not.
He says his shocks are pretty much locked, though. Okay. So yeah, you want to talk about your run, or do you want me to talk about my run first? How do you want to do it? So he didn't get a time. Bogey didn't get a speed. So I think Marlon got the top speed. Either way, 14 or 17 or 24. So you just need to reach out to me. I'm probably going to create like a free product for you to get on my website. That way I can do all my shipping through that and save money on shipping and be able to do it all easily through the shipping thing. And it has you put your address in right. But I got a 99 micro from Reefs to send to you.
Awesome.
So congratulations for that, man.
Nice
I just
job,
ordered this from Reefs the other day. So thanks for playing the game, everybody.
Yeah, and great job.
We'll have some kind of giveaways.
Yeah, great job having your whole family out there too. Putting the I was actually watching that video with my wife, and I was like, his wife's out there marking all the distance in the line. Where are you at?
I got my wife in a little video on mine.
I know, I saw that one too. Yeah,
to help me.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's well, how do we want
to talk about mine? Why don't we talk about mine? Because you had more video of yours than I did of mine. So
that's true.
So
do you want
I don't
me to pull it
so
up and
if you
just
want,
have it playing as you talk about it?
Sure. Yeah. So I mean, I guess mine. My video, I kind of put the whole progression down. I feel like mine went faster on all the runs except for that last day. And I don't think the body would have made a big difference, but my first speed runs that I was actually like getting it down, Like this is when I first got it running, you know, when I was like, okay, this is doable.
Look at that motor, first of all. It's huge.
Yeah. What was cool is when I was testing it.
Size of the frame.
I know. This is what I had fun with when I was testing it inside the living room, or the little where my workbench is like I was sitting there and I was able to drift it around and stuff, and I was just seeing what it felt like, and it felt super smooth there. I was like, oh yeah, this one's gonna rip. And then when I got it out to the parking lot at the shop, I was really surprised with how straight it was going. Super surprised how straight it was going. But you know, at the end of the day, I think it was just too much power for the drivetrain. Clearly, I mean, I was throwing drive lines left. Yeah. I mean, the drive line. I think putting the drive line on. I mean, look at that, dude. That was like
straight, man.
And it's ripping there too. Like it was moving, and that's not camera on the ground. That is just straight up moving, catching air. Oh, I went into the puddle there.
Puddle?
Yeah, I did. Yep, I went right into the puddle. And I don't know if you saw on my actual last speed run when I was testing it. It was crazy. I actually saved it. I lost it, and it was like wobbling, and I saved it. I was like, that's all driving right there. But yeah, man, that thing was ripping. And here was another test. There's my son out there. He was actually putting it on the starting line for me, but I kept on throwing drive lines here too. Like right there, my drive line popped out right about there, and it was still flying across the finish line. So I think I really, really feel like I probably hit north of 20 on my testing. Oh, and this was the fix that I did. So I made like a sleeve that went over the universal joint, and then set screwed down to the what's it called? The pinion shaft on the motor. And then here's my final, area that I was driving at. Super smooth out there. It was super smooth.
Grippy looking too. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. Yep. And here, as soon as because I knew my gears were chipped when I came out, and here you could totally see it where I was like giving it a little gas and it'd like lock up the brake as soon as I let go. And it, like right there, I was like, ooh, I don't know how much longer I have in here. But once I got it going, it was pretty smooth. And then I really let it rip. And then that's when everything just grenaded. So
I know you wanted to tuck those tires, but it seems like a little bit of width would have been. It just looked top heavy, even though it wasn't, because yours was the best handling, I think, of them all.
Yeah, mine. I don't think it was top heavy at all. Like it looked like it, but my body was really thin.
That was insane.
Yeah, I mean, and I could turn it and just rip it right back. It was super smooth. Like I had no problems with control. I don't think I ever had any problems with control. The hardest thing I had was stopping, and you could hear it hit the chain link fence a couple times because I was like, let's just let it stop there. But yeah, no, I mean, I think now that I figured out the driveline situation, if I was to get another axle on there, I wouldn't be running it on a already chewed up axle. Right there is where I saved it. Like it had enough control where I could save it. I mean, it was all up on two wheels all day. But yeah, I mean, it was right into the wall there. That's where I hit 18. And I know like that looked pretty quick, but my other runs that I was running in the back lot were easily faster than that. So, but and then my idea was I was just going to catch it into the
just go full speed and let it run into the blanket and stop.
Yep. And as soon as I was like, okay, this is good, and I was about to go full pin, that's when everything blew up. You could hear it. I don't know if you could hear it in the video, but like right where I started wobbling really bad. Yeah.
It's like, oh, the pinion came up. Nope, it's destroyed.
Yep. Like right about now. It was like, and then that's when I lost control, and I was like, well, I guess that's all she wrote. So, but yeah, I mean, I feel like it was really straight, and I feel like I could hit 25. I really do in a straight line. So we'll see. How about you?
Mine was frustrating because of the weather. I was trying to get, practices, and I put the new motor in So I couldn't get the pinion off that. I could have gotten more speed if I could have got the pinion off the faster motor too, because it was like a 12,000 kV, and I ended up having to go down to a 9,000 kV motor. And so I was getting 16 miles per hour on 2S with that other motor at a 14 tooth pinion. So if I could have gone to 3S with it at a 20 tooth pinion, I think I'd have made even more speed than I was making. Yeah. So here's where it wouldn't work.
Did those tires surprise you like they surprised me?
Well, it was really hard to control. Yeah. And then I woke up to that, and I was just like, cool. And we're also not at our house. We're in Detroit at this point, so we just found some school. Parking lot was crap, and it was better than the other 3 we checked. And I found just a little spot that had the least cracks in it. And I don't feel like they actually did that much to it. You know, I don't feel like it moved when I was going over cracks. It just, I think like same thing that Lee was dealing with, Bulgy RC. Like his isn't lined up, he was saying, although mine looks pretty straight, even though I did tweak the chassis, but I could have bent it. You know, who knows what I could have done when I did my tweaks to it to tuck the suspension the way that I did. I should have just left it, got rid of the suspension, and just zip tied them down like I did in the end.
Sure.
And then that probably would have solved that. I will say though, first of all, big shout out to Furitek for sending us these transmission plates and all that, and the Lizard Pro to run these off of. The Lizard Pro is super impressive.
It ran a 540 on 3S all day, didn't get hot.
That's crazy.
Like, that is what I was like, seriously? Like, I could run this in a crawler? Like, you know what I mean? Like if I ran like a little high turn crawler motor, I could probably run it in a 10 scale crawler all day. Yeah. It was awesome.
Earl Moore at the 17 on this platform is like 140 though. That'd be 10th scale, right? So it's 24th scale. So it's actually,
well, that's what, yeah. So that's why I was saying I want to hit 30
speed.
Yeah, because 31 miles an hour is the speed of sound in 24 scale. Yeah. It's like 680 something miles an hour, or 600 and something, 620. I don't remember what it is, but yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I was like, ooh, if I could break the sound barrier, the scale sound barrier, that would be awesome.
So unlike everybody else, this is what's kind of funny now coming back to it. Oh, well, other than Dirk. Hey, what's going on, RC for all? Earl, I saw Sean's RC was in here. B. Kochner, JD Passel. Just want to say hello to everybody.
What's up, guys?
I ran a really small motor. So
yes.
I ran the tiny little Surpass Rocket, and based on what is judged speed, got the fastest speed with my little motor. Which I'm selling if you guys are interested in getting a little motor. The plug there.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless. But I was impressed, and it handled the 20-tooth pinion pretty well. I'm actually going to take it. The reason I said I was going to take mine apart and not keep working with it was that I was going to put all this stuff into a monster truck build.
Yeah,
because it's fast, and I'm like, man, I'm going to build a little mini monster truck out of this. Maybe I'll give it a few more shots and see. But I mean, at the end, this was my front mount with the cold too. Like the Velcro wasn't staying stuck to anything, like the sticker part of it. I broke my mount, which was just a piece of the Lexan or PETG that I'd cut off from another thing, and I melted it with a lighter and wrapped it around the front to put Velcro up top. I needed a way to get the body on. And then in the end, I just, third day, again, cold. We just got home from Detroit, and I threw it out in the driveway, which is really crap. Terrible driveway.
Is that your summer project, is to get new paving done on your driveway, or what?
Nah, I want to be in the boat in the summer.
I'm on a boat.
Forget that.
I'm trying to get this. I don't know if anyone's taken the front axle apart on these cars. Are they supposed to come apart? I can't get the axles out of the C-hubs. You froze out, Tony. Who's frozen?
Yeah.
Is it me or is it
me,
Tony?
Jonathan? I think it's me.
All right. Anyways, have you tried taking one of these? Have you taken one of these front ends apart yet?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah, I took mine off. Mine doesn't have a front end.
No, I mean apart, not off. Apart, like take the axles off.
Yeah, mine's not running the axles. I took the.
I know. No. I'm talking like literally take the axles out of the housing.
Oh no.
I can't get mine off.
Well.
Take it easy.
Oh.
Take it easy. It's small, Tony. Come on. I'm just big hands, small axle. Let's go. Come on.
But also, have you noticed that the pin? So I had mine. I lost my drive shaft on mine when I got home and I was trying to run it. So I was frustrated. Like these competition things can be frustrating, especially when you're down to the wire. You know you've got to upload it that night, and like you lose a drive shaft, and I can't find it.
Yeah.
So I went and took the front drive shaft off because I wasn't using the front axle. I just used the two outer knuckles. Anyway, but that whole the pinion just pushes in. Like, what's up with that design?
I know. It's like it needs an extra shim.
It's so frustrating. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It's all one piece.
Huh.
It's all one piece. So I couldn't, even if that would have made me that would have made me so much more mad if I guess I can. How did they do that? Okay, so you probably can't see. Well, okay. So the bushing doesn't fit over the dog bone, but the ring gear moves around, but it's all one piece. So how did they get the bushing over the dog bone? What came first, the chicken or the egg, man? Or is it pressed together? I don't see how it could be pressed together.
Do the pins come out of the dog bones? I bet they do.
Now I'm just exploring. Oop, yep, they do.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, good thing I didn't like try to thrash on it last minute and try to get that ring off. I would have been so mad if I was like, seriously, 11th hour and I'm trying to get this pin off.
You better have a magnetic mat or room. Did you get it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Yep. Wow.
At least it's a really tight fit. It doesn't come flying out under speed. Well, I guess it's captured by the hex anyway. So.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not in the front.
Yeah,
it's not. No, it's just going into the.
Into the CV. Yeah.
Front, yeah.
You're right. Well, the more you know, Tony, the more you know. These are not serviceable axles.
Yeah. So I do want to say to Marlon, if he's still in here, just drop me a message at least to start with on CCxRC.com. Go to the contact, drop me a message there so I can get in contact with you about where to go to claim your servo, which you want to claim because it's like a $60 or $70 servo.
Bro, that servo is awesome. I'm just going to say. He says, KLN says, Pablo doesn't know anything about contest stress. I don't stress out.
Yeah.
I don't stress out.
I'm
full screen still, by the way. You still have my big mug up here.
There we go.
Let's share this love, Tony. Come on.
I did break my thing off the back, the cage. But I also put some tombstones on the side.
Yeah.
So yours, Bull Gear, Cycle 13, the people I knew at the time that were doing it. I need to go back and add. Oh, actually, won't crack the back of the body. Shoot. Well, I know a guy that can make me a new one.
I know.
So, I mean, it was tumbling. I can't blame the body. I mean, Trax's body would have cracked way faster than that.
So I actually had an idea today off the 24 scale subject, but I was looking at my new whip.
Yes, your new whip. Tell us about it.
What'd you get? I got a low-C Baja Ray, and it's pretty cool. So I am very grateful.
Right, let's go to this, but let's just say I won. Let's wrap up the tiny Gappin and stuff, and let's move on. I won. I got a 21.
Yay, Tony! Yay, Tony!
Confetti.
Yeah. Let's just be honest. Mine was faster.
It was faster, but I still won the competition.
I'm
gonna stick to it like Harley. I'm a stickler for it, man.
All right, now I'll let you have this one.
Talk about your.
Baja
I really thought
Ray.
I was done for. Yeah, let's talk about your Baja Ray. We'll talk about the Traxxas. Actually, does have some new stuff like LED stuff to talk about.
Tassels,
new lights for a bunch of their lineup, and then we'll talk about the Furitek 24th monster truck because people have questions about that, and and we need to talk about what the next challenge might be and the monster truck. Good challenges. This thing.
So, Monster Mash.
The Cinco de Mayo Mash, right?
Yep. Last year, whatever
let's talk about your sweet rig, and then let's talk about the Monster Mash.
Okay, so sweet rig, low-C Baja Ray. I've been eyeballing it for a while. There's the IFS 2.2 class in our U4RC racing up here, and I've wanted one. I love the trophy style, trophy truck style.
Yep.
Whoa, got the burps are hitting me. The beer and tequila mix is kicking in. So, but I got that, and okay, I got to be honest. Super awesome scale looks out of the box, right? The thing looked really, really cool. Now, the suspension tune that comes out of the box on mine was not good.
Okay. It looked good in the videos I saw, but did you adjust it already?
No. When I dropped it, it stuck. No, but when you drive, it donkey kicks really bad. So like when you go over a jump, the rear end just pushes. And so no matter what speed you're going, if you blip it right before the jump, it still wants to kick off the back. So that's going to take some work on it, but
it'll let off just before and drive through it.
Right. But still, it was still kicking back every time. Yeah. And
even 3S, you couldn't air control out with the power. Wheel speed it.
I was only running 2S, and I feel like I'd really have to send it to do that on 3S.
Okay.
Bubble says I'm gangster. That's right, I'm gangster.
You are gangster.
That's how I roll.
That's how they do it in Seattle.
Yep, my black cup, man. It's good. Yep. So, anyhow, that truck is awesome, and I'm really excited because I'm going to build a full cage for it and make it a little more scale. Put 2.2s. I got 2.2s coming from CCxRC. I'm so pumped on those. Those are going to be so sick. 2.2s on those. I'm going to probably run the axial BFGs. I got those coming. And then I'm just pumped for that truck. That truck's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of cool video going to come out of that truck. But yeah, man. So I got that going. If anyone wants to buy a Baja Ray body,
take off.
Brand new freshie, still in plastic. Well, there's not much plastic, just right there. But that full body kit, front fender or front clip, rear fenders, all for sale for the right price. I'll tell you what, I'll sell it. I think it's $91 online plus shipping. I'll sell it for $80. Done. So if anyone wants that, go for it. Shoot me a DM, slide into my DMs. But no, I'm super pumped about that. And then what else? Oh, I don't know if you saw my post today.
I haven't seen anything today. It's my son's birthday. We've been kicking it.
That's cool. Happy birthday, son.
You got into yoga? Oh no.
No.
So your yoga mat.
So
race works.
So go full screen on this, man. This thing's dope. This thing's super cool. Look at that. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yep.
So A Fanboy RC Raceworks hooked me up with this. It is so dope. Dude, this feels, it's like thick, and it feels super good. I saw this on his live. Take it easy, Tony.
Ding.
Take it easy.
That's not scale.
So I wanted this. I saw it on his live, and I was like, bro, that looks super dope. I love it. And like I love the way it looks like a truss. I do a lot of truss work in my metal work, and it's got a cup holder ish kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like this
For
is
your
gonna
tequila and beer.
Yes. So this is definitely gonna go on my workbench once I clean it, and it's gonna travel to races with me. So thank you guys for that. I'm super pumped about that. But yeah, man, like and the bummer, there's one bummer in my scale mill stuff today. USPS seems to have lost my Holmes Hobbies Trailmaster Pro brush or Trailmaster brushless motor right now.
Oh no.
Idea. Yeah, it says it's delivered in my mailbox. I'm like, it's not in my mailbox. So
you know, I had a JB Skill Graphics. They've got the new lineup that they've got for the Rift of like scale decals and all that from like real trucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I was supposed to have one, and it's nowhere. It says it's arrived, but it's not here. I can't find it.
Yeah.
So I've been keeping it clean so I could put them on. Like I've wanted to run it several times, and it's like I don't want to get it dirty because then I gotta clean down all the body panels and all that to get it prepped again. So
yeah,
I'm waiting to run that, and I really want to. So it's muddy and perfect out.
Dude, guys race that truck out here in U4 and 2.2 solid.
Yeah,
they raced that truck, and I'm surprised because I thought that was going to tunnel too much in the corners, like twist up a lot, because it's got terrible body roll.
Yeah,
or torque twist.
You gotta slam it, and you got to put. So I actually have sway bars for the front and the rear for it.
Nice.
From Vidavon.
Okay, I was gonna say, are you running Reese or Vidavon?
Front cage mount part, and it actually has a link that runs through it for putting sway bars in. So they had to get creative, but it's really cool.
Right on. That'll help out a lot.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's one of the things I'm kind of excited to play. I feel like it's big boy toys with the Baja Ray. Is Vidavon makes a rear axle for it. There's a couple other rear axles that I could get for it.
Their stuff is clean too.
Yeah, so I want to try some of that stuff. But yeah, I'm pumped, man. I think it's going to be a really fun truck to film. So we live kind of this sounds really fancier than it is, but it's like a puddle here. But I live kind of across from a man-made lake, and it's got like some sand area on the beach. And so no one's out there when I go to work. So, and it's like got the nice fog that kind of goes over the lake kind of a thing. So
you gonna skim it?
No. But I am going to I'm going to be that guy. Oh, so
you should skim it.
No, I don't swim, man. Like I'm not going in after that truck if I skim it. So, but well, here's the cool thing. There's a skate park right next to where the sand is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take my rake out there and rake out some whoops and some jumps. And look at that big dog. Yes, sir.
I was trying not to interrupt you. There's a question there asking what the back of it is. If it's adjustable or ProFit, it's adjustable.
Yes. So, but I'm going to go out and rake some whoops and stuff like that. Get some really cool video next to the lake. But yeah, I'm really pumped for that. So it says, I had it happen. Had to go to a PO box. Oh yeah, GPS located.
To the post office. They can GPS where they dropped it.
Yep. So
because they clock all that stuff in, like scan it in or whatever when they drop it.
Well, and I have it all delivered to my shop, which is in an industrial park. So it's one of those deals where it's like 21A, 21. That's our building number. So it's like, but we'll find out. So now I'm really amped for that, and I'm really amped for some stuff that we have kind of brewing up. But what do you got going on? I want to hear more about this monster truck.
Yes, let me pull up a pic of it. It's really cool,
dude. I want one so bad. That looked so sick.
So they finally, in fact, it's right here. I don't have to go anywhere. First thing when I popped on to. Maybe since I'm not sharing video and whatever at the same time, it won't freak out. So yeah, this is the new 24th kit.
Whoa, dual shocks?
Yep, dual shocks around. So you can see it's running the same axles that we just were running.
Yes.
But but these have a full metal ring and pinion gear on it.
Dude.
And you can see they did servo on axle mounting, and that's how they also put a mount for well, there's a couple interesting things.
Is that their servo?
Steering links. See the steering link? How it big old steering links. It says 75 kg. I don't know. That can't be. Maybe 7.5. Maybe 7.5 kg.
Rip the front end
But
off.
it looks like the old Reefs, the purple one. It looks like purple and black with that little silver stripe in it. It almost looks like the old 99 Micro. Not the exact, but anyway. So it's based off of the Element RC axles, Barrage axles / RGT. And yeah, I mean, aluminum. They're going to come in black, red, and green.
Oh, I need a green one. Furitek, I need a green one.
Notice they actually are making the green transmission mounts.
I know.
Isn't that sick?
I know. Imagine that with some. Oh, dude.
What are you guys thinking as you're seeing this? I'm hoping. So the main things to be that I see Alex Zach says skimming the lake and the river by Tony's house should be your next challenge. You skim. Actually, Jonathan Arnold said we should do a 3D printed boat challenge, and he wants in on it.
I know nothing about boats.
Me either, but there's a whole thing on how to do them.
I don't even swim, dude. Like,
yeah.
My trick would be I'd probably glue a magnet into it and fly my drone out to save it. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, nope.
Crawler Space RC. Dave's in the house. I'm gonna try to get out there tomorrow, Dave. I've been trying the past 3 weeks though. Work stuff's kicking my butt. Been working into the evening. I'm gonna actually have to work after this, Pablo. It's crazy. Yeah. I got deadlines for tomorrow morning on video edits, and then I've got another one for Thursday. So hopefully, if I can get that done and work through the day to get it done, I'll be free in the evening.
You're like, I'm buying another RC. That's all. I always do that. Like when I have a big grind, I'm like, what do I want?
Yeah.
Like, and then I put my goal on it, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna grind hard so I can go out and buy that. So that's
mine's for trips upcoming for RC stuff, Monster Jam, and trying to get to Wisconsin. But super cool. This is way different than the prototype I had. The body's very similar-ish. They did move cab forward, which was something that I actually had mentioned to them. Because the other one looked more like a 60s to 70s sedan. If you imagine like this right here, was moved back and sloped, and the rear support brace went all the way to the very back. So it almost looked like a trunk, not a sedan, like a fastback type, sports car. So that's what it looked more like. And because it came, the hood came up back here, or the windshield came up back here, and then it went all the way to the back. But you couldn't put a truck body on,
right?
So it was just one of the notes that I made, and they were very open to listening to everything. And Gammy did a really cool job. They're really working with, it's tough because they're trying to work with the Element transmission mount. Because that's what the axles easily mount to for the links. So they had to do, like, this carriage area here is really wide. That's way wider than you'd have on like a 1-to-1.
Right.
So people would be like, oh, it doesn't look scale. You should come up. Well, they were trying to work within the bounds of keeping it easy to work on, clearances for these already in existence links and all that, so it'd be just a quick drop in that they could make a kit from.
And I think what would be cool on that bottom part of where the carriage is, throwing a piece of Lexan and putting some scale stickers down there. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would make it look more scale just right there.
Yeah. So it's quick. I mean, that I've driven it. It handles well with those. Mine did really fast. I mean, you put that transmission in with that big a motor on it, running on 2S, it's quick. It's wheeling and everything.
What about a 540?
I don't know if you want to put that in there. But it's going to make it so much easier. You know, I get so many emails every week asking, what chassis should I get? What motor do I need? What transmission? How are you doing this? What receiver? How are you making your receiver work with the Furitek? I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I try to answer them all.
Yep.
But you know, there's videos out, there's forums or whatever, but it's still just a lot of work. And having something like this where those, you know, for those people, you can just be like, just go get this.
Like, well, to be honest, I kind of feel like the price point would probably come down quite a bit than buying all the components to build it yourself. Like
hopefully this will be in the 300 range, 350. Because you already know. Well, I mean, what do we know though?
Yeah,
motor 120, right?
Yeah.
I
get it.
ESC is 70, so you're already at 290.
So I wonder if they're going to
axles. You've got a servo. You've got their metal servo mounts. The metal steering links. They've got the lockout thing on the rear. That does it's basically the servo mount again. So you could do a 4-steer potentially if you bought a rear axle or a front axle for it.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I was guessing. He said he didn't have a price yet. I asked about it.
Dude, if that sold for 250, that would just fly.
So it doesn't have a body, receiver, or
tires and wheels.
Yeah. But these right here, if these fit, I got these on Etsy. They're awesome, man. 3D printed, and they're like squishy and rubbery, and I think it was like $35, wheels and tires, 4 of them.
Wow.
Shipped. Yeah. Super
That's
cool. But Mofo RC has an option coming as well for us.
That's cool.
Actual rubber that are grippy, and
take it easy.
He had a demo ones already. Yeah. So
right on.
So Tony, are the tires Ryan Anderson got for the Mini? Yes, they're 3D printed. They're these ones. The Etsy ones that he got for his. Do you see his stuff that he was doing?
I did.
He got the same chassis that this guy makes on Etsy.
Okay, cool. I thought you were building. So every time I saw the video, it was with the sound off, and I thought that was you building it for him, but I didn't know he was actually building it.
No, I sent him my Surpass motors that I had. I mean, because still the biggest problem with these is getting a transmission mount. So either you have to buy that one and stick it into one of the chassis that are out there. So it's upright. Yeah. Because the problem is they're narrow. And so if you do like what we did here, it's side mounted. It actually sticks outside of the chassis. So it runs the same transmission style plate, but it hangs out.
Gotcha.
So only the Mofo one can accept this, which is why I recommend if people just want speed, get the Mofo RC carbon fiber one, his mount and this motor, and you'll go fast.
Yeah.
For pretty cheap to do it that way.
Yep.
And but if you want to do the other chassis, then you got to get this whole setup, which is, you know, $120 for this transmission and motor.
Yeah.
Basically shipped.
It's pretty bulletproof too, with all metal gears too.
Yeah.
So Diana's asking, how do you 3D print something that's squishy? So you use a filament called TPU, and well, generally, I don't know what that filament is that you have on yours, but generally you use TPU.
Yep.
And it prints at a different heat, and it's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's like ABS, but it's finicky. Yeah. And but you can print like anti-foams, the inner wheel stuff, all that with TPU.
It's like a flexible filament. They call it TPU. Yeah. But yeah, I mean it's squishy.
Yeah.
So, and it's well printed, and he must have a 2-color printer, is my guess. He's got the rings one color. You can choose a ring color, and then the wheel color is a different one. So he's even doing them custom. You can choose those things, and he's still only charging like $40 for them.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I wonder if you can hit it with like a rubbing alcohol and make it not so shiny.
Oh yeah. I think just running in the dirt will help.
Yeah.
I haven't run mine yet. So the thing that Ryan did say with his is that it's a little thick, and so he couldn't get his wheel nut on all the way. And actually, these might not work with this Furitek because these run a thicker axle than the SCX24s.
Oh, you're right.
Bigger wheel nut. So in fact, you can't run the Southwest Monster Shop wheels with the Furitek axles. I had to run the ECB 3D printing ones in order to get them to fit.
Sure.
So that's something else to take into account. So
those axles are stout, man.
So
that was the problem we had, why we couldn't do axle or hub extensions, because nothing fit over that massive axle.
Yeah. Yep. So somebody's saying the chassis looks good, but the shocks look so bad. Yeah. I mean, they were doing what they had to. They're the stock ones from those kits, I think. Isn't that what came with the Enduros, or those long?
Yeah.
And they work. I mean, mine, if you watch my video of the Furitek one, it works well. They work decent.
Yeah.
And they're already long, which is what we wanted when we bought all the the multi-stage hot racing ones.
Right.
So you already have it. I mean, you could swap them out, but I said they worked good for me. So
yeah,
I hope that all worked as well with this. And they gave lots of options for doing it. But the way that the axles are set up, it's not as easy to do. They're not as wide. There's not as much room.
Right.
To,
what's
like
with
24?
What's with all the link mount options? That is crazy. That's a lot of
Yeah. I guess if people want to make their own links. So what I would do is, like, it's really short with these links. I would love to get the other links, like axial ones or whatever.
Yeah.
And at that point, you're going to have different spots where you mount them to get them to fit. But then you also have the different length ones. If you get
the holes are different size though too. They're much smaller on axial than they are on anything of this.
That's true.
3D print time. 3D print time.
Yep. So
that's
I think it's to give options for that if you wanted to, because they're really short links. That's the one weird thing. And they're really compacted together. So ideally, you'd want to get them.
Yeah, it's weird because the links are so short, but it has so much articulation. It's bizarre. You know what I mean? Like the way the geometry is on it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have the one, the prototype, and it runs really good. So
Trailer Trash is saying all the holes takes the weight down. Those are called lightning holes.
Yeah, well, that was one of the things too.
Yeah,
lightning. That's why there's so many cutouts for it. But
no, I dig it, man. I think it's just awesome that there's an option, because, like, for me, to be honest, even though I build a lot of stuff, sometimes for something like this, I don't want to build it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to deal with buying parts from 5 different people and then put it all together. Like, I just want to build it and run with it and hand it off and be like, play with this kind of a thing.
Yeah. Well, GammyRC is the one that did all the design on this. And so he's given a lot of options on all the other Furitek chassis for people to upgrade and do what they want with them. So I like the nose being longer because of, like, it helps keep it when you're doing like moonwalks and stuff. It's almost like a balance point, which is great. And they're also making a wheelie bar of sorts for the back, I guess, is what I heard too.
Dude, this would be awesome. Even just making a mud truck, like putting some tall tires, some swampers on it, or boggers, I mean, and making it look like a mud truck kind of a feel. Because that would go fast with that motor, 3S, all day.
It's quick. If you did 3S, it's really quick. I've only run on 2S, and it's wheelies for days.
Yeah.
And you can't get the SCX24s to do that until you go 3S.
Right.
It's really slow on that. So these axles really do speed it up.
And the nice thing is you could dial in that drag brake too, or the brake period, so that you're not, slamming over when you let off the gas.
And I don't know how they're going to do this kit, because some people already have the mounts, the motors and all that. So I don't know how they're going to sell these. Is it going to be with ESCs? Is it going to be, they can get the price point down if they don't have everything in it. I would hope that there would just be a page where you could just add on all the things that you want.
Yeah.
and get it as
like,
a kit.
It's like
or
buying a
take off the
Tesla.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't need another Lizard Pro. I've got, 5 of them now. So,
Right.
but yeah. I mean, hopefully we get the prices down because they are. So, everybody was joking on the things like it's going to be LMT prices. I'm like, oh God, I hope not.
I hope not. Yeah.
That's what it was before when we had to try and piece them together. So hopefully you get a savings by getting a whole kit. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What they do, but that's actually the transmission we're running. So little tease.
Yeah.
That's what they gave us for these because
Yep.
we were running the Enduro. And so it runs off of their, you can put their links from the Enduro on here. But you notice that they did the upper links to the chassis instead of to
the skid. Yeah.
skid, which does separate it a little bit.
Yeah. That'd be interesting to see. Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that. So let's talk about your monster truck thing. These will be coming out. I don't know when they're, yeah, I don't know when they're going to come out.
Christmas 2022. Just kidding.
So it's a quick thing on the hat. These are available, and I ordered one to make sure they would turn out all right with this service, and they do. They're one-off order through spring. It's actually embroidered, and it's the raised embroidery, so it has a little bit of a poof to it. Nice. But yeah, and they're adjustable hats. I don't like the ones that are Pro Fit. They always give me a headache because no matter what, they're pulling tight. Like it's not.
Oh, you mean the stretch fit? Pro Fit.
Stretch fit. Yeah. I don't know what Pro Fit is.
Pro Fit is like this. This is
sized by your head size.
Yeah. Yep. That's
okay.
The Pro Fit. Look at that. That's can you see what size that is? That is massive. 8.
Yeah. So I'm on like the last 2 straps on this, and I would be on one, but it does a weird V in the back. Flex Fit. Yep. That was a crawler space.
Yep.
Those things give me a headache, even the ones that are the right size.
Yep. Right on. I dig it. Anyways,
watch Kevin's video on that before you buy it. He sends it like crazy. That must be the sledge.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought because he was one of these Furitek's, so I wasn't sure if that's what they're talking about.
No, Trailer Trash was saying that he wants one, but he's got to save for the sledge first.
Yeah.
That
sledge would be good for him.
Yep. I think if I was to get into that market, I'd go with the MT8 or the Kaiju. We'll see. One of those two, but I'm not full on into that yet. So
yeah, what you're doing is very specific. So gotta have the right rig.
What I'm doing?
Yeah, with the U4 racing and all that.
Oh yeah.
If you want to know what we are going to do next, we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
but it'll come after. I would guess after, because Pablo's running a monster truck competition here in May. So I don't know if we can get another comp going as that's going.
That'd be tough.
We're doing a build off thing necessarily.
I don't know. I mean, we could run it side by side.
What it is.
Yeah, I mean, we could run side by side. I'm probably not going to compete in this one. I have a feeling I'm hoping it's bigger than what it has been before, which is kind of a daunting statement because it's been growing every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for people that don't know, I've been hosting twice a year online monster truck freestyle comp. And I'm sure the people know here because they've watched yours. You won it last time. Yep. This comp is a lot of fun, man. It's part of it is the chat rooms that we create with it. For those that haven't been in it, who Trailer Trash says excited for the next competition. So for those that have not been in it, so what we do is we have 3 different categories, 3 different classes. Kids class, I'd say an arena class and a stadium class, essentially, if you know monster trucks. And we have like little chat rooms per class, and it's everyone you get. So like in the kids class, it's what did I do last time? 30 seconds, unlimited flip overs or rollovers. And it's got to be one continuous shot. The next class is 60 seconds, no rollovers, one continuous shot. And then the highest class is a minute 20, no rollovers, one continuous shot, specific hits, and we've got to theme the course. So it makes for some really cool stuff. And
it's not only continuous, but it's no editing.
No editing. Yeah, that's what I mean by totally. And
you're not supposed to edit it at all. It's just
right.
Yeah.
So, and it's what it says, how much damage that would cause 2 contests at once. Yeah, that'd be a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But this, and I'm wondering, okay, part of me is a little concerned that we are not in the same world that we were in the last 4 or 5 comps that we've done, because people were at home, right? And like we've had people from Australia, Canada. Did we have one in Europe? I don't remember. But we had them all over the states, from Florida to Washington. And now we're all available to go out. So I don't know if people are still going to be as big into it. But last time we had 8 trucks per class, 10 trucks per class, something like that. And man, it is awesome. And seeing the people's, rough cuts of when they didn't do it and how much annihilation they do to their trucks, all that kind of thing. I'm trying to get some other sponsors on this time. Hopefully we'll get the same sponsors that we've had before, but it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything to do it. And
tell that to Trailer Trash, and when he breaks his stuff, that it doesn't cost anything.
I know, right? He says
last minute fixes.
Yep, insanely stressful. Yep. Well, I guess. I mean, I'm not stressful. You think so?
Oh yeah.
Oh, see,
a minute 20 is a lot of time to fill, and you're thinking about what Big America's doing. Like that's always like,
a backflip.
He's doing something cool. Backflip to moonwalk to
newsflash.
Now LVC is going to be doing like the sidewall, saves and spins, and so you've got all that going in the back of your mind. The problem is you've got to link that with other things for a minute 20. So that's the game changer. And it's super stressful.
Well, not only that, but I think last time in the unlimited class we had to do a backflip. And what else did we have to do? We had to do like 3 things, didn't we? Like a backflip and a
back hit. You had to hit something in reverse.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then there was one other thing I thought. I don't remember. But yeah, that was, that makes it even harder, right? Like that makes it even harder to have to do that kind of a thing. But no, I'm really pumped for it. I kind of want to find a new name. I'm going to stick with the logo that I have. I don't have it. It's on the back of this shirt, but it's
looks kind of like Starbucks-ish.
Yes, that one. Yeah.
It's very cool.
I don't know if I have, let's see. I might have a sticker in here, but yeah, I want it to look kind of like that, but I kind of want to change the name of it too. So just not change the name, but like change the May name of it. I guess
the Cinco de Mayo one.
Yeah, I guess the sticker's too small. The Starbucks one. It's not focusing.
Full screen. See. Oh, that's me. Hi, everybody.
We don't want to see you. So there you go. The Starbucks one. But you can't really see it. Anyways.
Not really.
Nope. Nice try. But anyways, I want to stick with that. Last year it was called Macho Monster Crunch. It's a mouthful. It was like Lucha Libre style. But this year, I think we're just going to do something Cinco de Mayo. I don't know. We'll see. Change the winner to me this time while you're changing things. Thanks. Nice try. No, it is really hard though, right? Because like, especially in that upper division. So both divisions. Okay, so the way we do it is generally the veteran drivers, meaning if you've done it before, go into that unlimited division, and there's only a certain amount of number. So the way I'm seeing it happen now is like if you win the full division, then you move up. Yeah, so there's the logo right there, Monster Trucks RC Freestyle. So that'll be the logo for everything going forward. I'll just kind of change the subtext name, but yeah, man, I mean, it does some carnage. I think last one My truck caught on fire. The one before that, I had my best finish, or maybe it wasn't the one before that. I don't remember, but I had my best finish, and my truck, like it imploded. Like I've never seen a truck break that bad. It was like a wheel came off at the last minute. The drive shaft blew apart, and I sheared both shock pistons. Like it was crazy annihilation. But yeah, it was pretty intense. But those are fun.
All of our feeds turn to this kind of stuff, and so you're getting teasers from everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, he's kicking the tequila. He actually smashes it, doesn't he?
I know. I was like, how did you do that?
That was wicked.
Yep. That's probably the shot of all the ones that I like the best. So
yeah.
But yeah, man, it's so much fun. And so I'm looking for ideas. I'm looking to see, if there's any of the people out here. BlackMarket sponsored it. JB sponsored it. Ovonic, RPP. Big shout outs to all of them. Kalen, or not Kalen. Who else? Trailer Trash sponsored, sent t-shirts one time. And it's fun. Like I said, it's free, but you end up spending a lot of money breaking your cars. So deal with it. So he says, if Outlaw beats him again, he might retire.
All right. We'll have to buy Outlaw a really wicked rig.
I know. Well, I think he's working on something. So.
Yes, he's working on something. He's not saying much.
I know. I'm working on my BlackMarket chassis. And that was one of the ideas that I thought maybe we could do together as a build during this time. That actually might be good to go hand in hand with the comp, is work on our BlackMarket chassis and build that.
Like a build out, like a build up.
Yeah. Maybe we do that and me and you do the best trick or something.
Okay.
Just our own little thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know what.
That could be something, since we got to work on it anyway.
Yeah, we could do a one hitter or slow mo, or I'm always into the concourse. I think I have the one up on the concourse. Just saying,
like the best looking, like the show and shine.
I'm talking about me, not the truck.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, just kidding.
I'll give you it.
Well, you know.
But yeah, I think we could do something with that, like as it gearing up towards that, the monster truck thing, and we'll see. I was saying earlier I didn't think I'd be in it, but now I'm watching all these videos. I'm like, I kind of want to do it again,
dude. It was so much. I know. I keep every time I say I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I skipped out on one, maybe. My kids do it. The hardest
part is choosing the run. Like, I had 3 like cool runs, but then you're like, well, what are people going to like better? So that becomes stressful too. Like,
okay, so you
make time. Like I was 10 seconds short, but there was a ton of energy.
Yeah.
But are they going to ding me for the time? Like, what's the judges?
Yeah. Well, that was okay. So that's getting more into the details of it. So every 10 seconds that you went, I think you got docked like a point or something like that. And we had judges. So last time we had Mikey Vodders, we had Dolled Up Racing, we had, who else did we have judge? Was Reef in the last one? I don't know if he was in one of them. I don't know
Eric, no, he judged the other one
2 times before. Yeah, I don't remember who all was in the judging. Oh, Josh Rhodes. Scale Metal Supplies and Josh Rhodes. Those were the ones that were in it. And so, yeah, man, I really want to see some Trigger King guys come out, because those guys do full sends, man. They do full.
Their freestyle's insane.
Yeah. So I'm calling you guys out
a lot too, though. Because they get a save, don't they? Or 2?
Yeah, but they don't always do it. I mean, sometimes they get a full clean run.
That's true. Yeah, their freestyles are insane. Because I went to the one at Trailer Trash was there too. And we went to the one, and I mean, I think it was John Arnold cleaned up with us, man.
Yeah.
This was a sick run. But those guys go nuts.
What do you think? Do you think it would be fun to do a stock clod class, or do you think that would be boring? Kind of boring.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just looking for an excuse to drive my
cars would be in on that one, though. You might bring them back to Instagram if you did that.
I know. I'm looking to get my Claude out there. I haven't driven it in a while. So I'm like, oh, it'd be fun to get my Claude out there.
I don't even know that it has to be stock. It just needs to be 27 turn.
No, there's a big difference between like a sport mod and a stock Claude.
Yeah, it's still, mine are still retro, considered retro. It's got to have the same links. It can't be a sport mod.
Yeah,
but it has to have the ladder. That you can't change the links.
Yeah,
or any of that. It has to be 27 turn, but it allows for aftermarket chassis and the steering to be on the axle instead, like the J Concepts one.
Yeah,
it's still clunky and slow, just like the. And in some ways, the stock one might look better in freestyle with the short wheelbase and
everyone's saying no, please, no, boring. Wow. Maybe we should do a long jump one. That'd be fun.
I was gonna say one of our comps could have been like fastest SMT10, like just speed truck at SMT10, where you have to use like the stock tires, like you have to keep certain elements like the stock monster truck.
Oh man, I don't think that would be too hard.
Much of the speed stuff.
Yeah,
the hard part is what can you judge? You know, like across
high jump.
You can do high jump.
The problem with the high jump though is that it's like, unless we're getting parts from a manufacturer, like you're one and done. You know what I mean? And that's the hard thing.
Not if you're RC Dude 81. He does multiple.
In an SMT?
No, SMT. Yeah, you'd be done. You'd probably break an axle.
Well, what do you mean? Probably. Like, come on now. Yeah,
you got to put beef tubes in it. You'd be all right
then. Then you're breaking a knuckle or a link.
Yeah, some will go.
Yeah, I mean, I am brutal on my SMT10, and I have broken everything on it, 100%.
Just doing the sand, that way you can measure. You get an official measurement. We can do long jump.
I think a long jump would be fun. But then it would be too much like another channel that I've seen that put wings on their cars and parachutes and all kinds of weird stuff.
Who did that?
I don't know. You don't remember that one? That was like one of their first monthly mayhems.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they took a DB10 or maybe as an Associated, I think it was. I don't know what it was, but they were trying to see how far they could make it fly.
Never saw it.
Yes.
The long jumps are just a thing of RC anyway.
Yeah. Like flying cars.
Flying cars, yeah. They do it at all the comps we go to, so I wouldn't think anything of it. Jump and they will come. Well, so it is something, but the hard part's measuring it. Like, how do you have to have somebody out there, and then you've got to do like a wheeled tape or something to measure.
I got a freaking laser. Lasers. Yeah. Yes, I got a laser. It'll just shoot out. I'll just be like, someone hold a piece of paper up and I'll shoot it from where the ramp is all day.
I'd have to walk my little stupid wheelie thing every time. 90 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. What now I think we're getting on that topic. What would be the next cool thing to do? So, okay, so here's some ideas.
I want to do you talked about the mini stuff. I think the mini U4 and mini monster trucks would be fun at some point. But we got to get away from mini for a second before everybody freaks out that we're like only doing minis.
Yeah. Yeah.
But those would be really fun.
You know what might be fun, depending on when Furitek comes out with this monster truck, is to have a mini class in the monster truck freestyle comp.
I was thinking that. I wasn't going to say it, but
I wasn't going to say it. Yeah. I don't know.
Too early to say it because they're starting to get him into race in that. Like, so Showtime is going to do mini monster truck racing at their showdown this year. I got contacted by the No Limit guy. He was wanting to build a mini, and so they'll probably start doing something mini related. So yeah,
that'd be cool.
Freaking laser beams on their heads. Think of the same thing, Dirk.
You could just put
our houses.
You could just put a Megalodon body on and put a laser on the Megalodon, and then you could be like
with freaking lasers on their heads.
There you go. Yeah, freestyle on the roof of the house. I like it. I like it. Ooh, it could be like the sumo style where it's like it's not rollover. If you fall off the edge of the house, you're out. Like, whoa, bye. As it goes down the side, crash.
Diana, why wouldn't you say it, Tony? Just because there's not enough out there right now. It's a little hard. I guess if we're using the internet, there's enough people that have them that are already posted on the group. You could get a small contingency actually of the micros or the minis in there.
We only need 8. Well,
there's 8 out there.
I always start with 12, and then
go backwards.
Well, I always start with 12, and then always someone breaks before, someone can't make the video, blah blah blah. Like, and so we always whittle down to 8 by then. But someone said dirt drags. We have a plan for that.
Drags. We have sand drags in the works, but that's better for summer.
Yeah.
Summer weather.
Yeah, and I'm still R&Ding that and trying to engineer that part. So, but yes, sand drags would be cool.
They sell those locally here. I can get the kit.
The DR10. Yep. That'll be a fun one. So we got sand drags, BlackMarket Build. Do you have the same chassis that I have, or do you have a different chassis?
For what?
The BlackMarket RC?
No, I have the Bigfoot one.
Okay.
You have the racehorse, right?
A modified one, yeah.
Yeah. I have the other one that I can't think of what it's called.
I don't know. But okay, so we have those two.
Bad with those names.
I know. Sand drags or scale, I'll call it the scale reel. Scale reel, BlackMarket. What's another one that we could do? Build off. I think the monster truck build, and we just say either a long jump or something, or maybe best trick.
You could bend one of those chassis if you long jump it. That wouldn't be a truck I'd long jump.
Yeah. Or maybe we just do best trick.
Wrong.
Best trick, slow-mo. Best iPhone slow-mo.
Yeah.
That way you don't get out your 240 FPS SLR and make it all buttery.
120 slow-mo on an iPhone.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
I like it. There's enough people could do that. One trick.
Well,
but it can be linked, right?
What's that?
Be a linked trick.
Sure.
Because that's what they do with two-wheel skills now. Like they can boom, wheelie up on the one, roll it, and then end up on the other.
Have you seen anyone do that in an RC?
What?
Like legit do like
to roll it out? I swear.
A balanced wheelie though. Like
front nose wheelie?
Yeah.
Oh, no, not back and forth. No.
See, that's why I got that Trailmaster, because it's censored. I really want to try to weight my truck so I could do that.
You can if you get that Gravedigger that they sell, the Spin Master one. The Trickster one. That one's pretty cool.
Build an MT for your contest. You know what? A monster truck for your contest. You know what'd be cool? So if I could hook up with Losi and be like, hey, send me out the LMT kit. I'll build it during this time, and then the winner of the comp, the big class, gets the build, and it's like a total custom cool build. You know what I mean? Like if I did a tube chassis on it, or off of like a real tuber off of it, or something, that'd be fun. That's greedy for me. That's a hard thing about these. Like it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it's like a month-long grind.
Yeah.
Because it's like doing all the artwork, setting up all the slides, and then running the lives, which I'm gonna keep on nagging you about, maybe doing a live on your show instead of mine, or your channel instead of my channel. My channel doesn't get the views for something that cool. I mean, I did all right. The Instagram one gets a lot of views, but my YouTube doesn't. But all of you that watched the Gappin video, that was like one of my most viewed videos in a long time. So thank you very much for watching.
It was over 500, right?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't checked again. So thank you very much.
Yeah, it was.
I was surprised. I was like, what? All this awesome content. And they looked at a small car crash into a fence. So
Yeah, I say we should do the black market one. I've still got to build my Warpath chassis too.
I'm
trying to figure out when I need to get that done by. I got a race coming up in April that I had to get stuff ready for.
You're gonna be busy,
and then
dude.
I've got the Monster Jam race in May.
Like when is it in May?
Like 20 something.
Oh, you got plenty of time. Come on, you got plenty of time.
Yep. So I'm going to the World Finals one.
Yeah,
Barry puts on at the actual Monster Jam World Finals.
I got to try to get to the Monster Jam here in town. I haven't bought tickets. Last time I tried to buy them, they didn't have them released. I don't remember what it was, but I need to try to get to the Monster Jam here because they're doing it in the stadium at the Lumen Field. I think that's what it's called now.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the good ones. Stadium ones are the best.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so we got lots of ideas for that. We definitely going to have your Cinco de Mayo monster truck freestyle stuff going on.
Yeah,
I think we should build toward that. I don't know that I'll actually run it for the event because kind of partial to my POS SUD.
Dude, well, that, to be honest, that's 100% why I'm not really down to compete, is because we don't go backwards in classes, and I've been in the top class, right? And everyone runs a LMT. Everyone runs an LMT, and I don't have an LMT yet. And
yeah,
I just don't. I mean, I know everyone's going to say, you just bought a Baja Ray. You could have bought an LMT. And it's like, well, yeah.
Yeah, but you're racing that regularly. So
yeah,
it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd really like
monster trucks, so that's why I get the monster truck stuff mostly. So I don't race anything else really.
Yeah. I was going to say,
into the minis now. The mini crawlers are my favorite.
I know. You're all about the minis. We could do a 10 scale crawler, a trail truck build off too. Yep. Or a low CG build off, or all that kind of stuff.
Belly dragger.
Yep. Yep. I'm working on a chassis for one of those. Should be pretty cool. A Raminator. Someone said
Raminator. I'm working on that. Alex Zach, who was in here earlier, I just ordered up some stuff for it. So
okay, I got something totally wild. What if we partnered with Reefs and got the Beast, the huge servos, and we went on Facebook Marketplace and found a 50cc quad and turned it into a monster truck?
Like four-wheeler?
Yeah.
Nah.
What?
That sounds crazy hard.
No way. It's super. Oh, dude, that'd be so rad.
So you just basically servo it, and then you go into where the line is for the gas, I guess, and
that's easy. You just put that on.
Yeah.
You just put the throttle lever on a servo.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to figure out how to servo the tranny. I mean, not the tranny, the steering. Brake. You don't need brakes, but just the steer.
Well, the brake would be the same thing. I mean, you could just 3 servo it.
Yeah.
Brake, throttle, and steering.
Yeah. Yeah. Cable, gas, cable, brake. That's what Crawler Space is saying. Yeah. And then we could even take the tree off and put a servo right on top of that tree, and that would be the steering for it. Dude. Because those little 50s are everywhere. You know what I mean? The little kid things. That would be so cool. I'm telling you, Tony, that's the kind of stuff I used to do that was a lot of fun. Like, because it's just like, it's silly, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I would run it away into the river is my problem. Like I could see a runaway and
That's what you do fail safes for. Yeah.
Killer Bee.
They also have them in electric. That's what someone was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be easier.
Oh, it says Gus Custom Creations on YouTube has one that he did out of a quad. Yes. Dude.
That could be fun.
What do you mean that could be fun? Like there's no
expensive is the thing.
You think so?
How much is a quad? A 50cc quad?
I bet you can get them for
$100.
You could get them for less than an LMT, I bet. I bet you could get them less than an LMT.
My internet's freaking out.
Hold on, let's see if I can find one. Mine's going slow too. Okay, there we go. Let's go marketplace. Kids.
$200, $1,400, $800.
Here's one for $650. Here's a pit bike for less. Here's one for $500, $350 on
$600. Here's a 2018 Youth Quad Ripper for $600.
Yep. Here's one too for $600. Here's a 90cc.
$300 for a 40cc. Looks like a pile of junk. I'd end up putting little rascal. I'd end up putting so much money into that just to get it running again. And I have to like evacuate the rats that are living in it. Rehome them.
This would be rad, Tony.
$600.
Here's one for $800.
You almost buy those Chinese ones for like $600 new, $800.
Here's a for $550. Here's a Predator, a Polaris Predator, but that's only 2-wheel drive. But still, 2-wheel drive would be fun. Why not? $450 for a Yamaha. Yeah, dude.
Tamiya.
Here's a $300 2001 Chinese clone 250 all day.
Tao.
Dude. Uh-oh.
Finish all your rigs challenge and no one can do it.
Yeah,
I can finish all my rigs.
Yeah. Fact that it was a drug dealer that sold it to me a quad for $60. Well, there you go. See?
Stolen.
Hot.
Yeah.
Hot.
He
Dude,
may not have stole it, but the guy that traded it to him for some drugs,
yeah,
stolen it.
See, I think that'd be cool. There's a dealership in Grand Rapids for them. There you go, Tony.
All right.
Just get a new one.
Will they turn it into an RC for me?
Just 3D print some parts. You'll be fine.
Yeah. It was spray painted.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, man. That'd be cool.
Huh.
It's still RC related.
Yeah, it is. It could get views.
Yeah.
Strap a little doll to it, drive it around the yard.
Yeah.
People be freaking out.
Like Super Dave Osborne, just run it right into a piano or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, I remember oh shoot, what was that that vlogger guy that does all the Traxxas videos and the prank videos?
I don't know.
Anyway, he put like what looked like one of his kids on it and had his wife come up. And the kid was actually on it. Well, then the kid, he sent him, the wife to do something. He swapped out the kid and put a doll on it.
Nice.
Tore it off over, like hit this jump into the trees and like this big explosion, like fire everywhere. Smile More guy. What's his name? The guy from Overkill Evolution.
That's funny.
Dang it. Anyway, yeah, freaked out his wife. Always doing that kind of stuff to her.
Crawler Space is saying you're being called out, Tony. KLN says 1/10 drag build. That'd be fun.
I like the sand drag. I think that's kind of that could be an up and coming thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's definitely cool if we're gonna do 1/10 drag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too.
Too full of there's good, like our stuff would be laughable compared to what
I know. Yeah.
the Vegas guys are doing, so
yeah. Yeah.
But the sand drags could be fun.
Yeah.
Roman Atwood, yes, thank you, Forever Ninja. Oh, Trailer Trash. Both you guys said it.
Ding ding ding.
Ding ding.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, let's get this wrapped up. We'll figure something out. We don't have to do like next week yet.
No.
But I think we can talk more about the monster truck things for Cinco de Mayo because that's going to be coming up soon.
I'm going to try to
hammering out soon to get people signing up. People are already asking about it, what they got to do to be in it. So
yeah, I'll probably get the art package out this week or for next Tuesday.
Did Pit Party are they taking a break? I heard. I listened to the last.
I don't know. I didn't catch it.
Like they might be taking a break.
Cali Crawler did. But he's doing
get their trucks out, so they're going to be taking a break while people are out running and it's kind of busy, and then probably pick it back up.
Yeah,
that's what it sounded like from the thing. So that's the hard part for me with Instagram Live.
Yeah,
I get any text message or something that pops up that I go to, it stops playing. Like
I know.
Like when I can watch it on YouTube or whatever, it'll play in the background, and or other ones will play in the background. But Instagram just cuts away the second you leave the app.
Yep. Take it easy, Earl.
Yeah, Earl. So I don't remember what happened, but I got pulled away. I was pretty far into it. They talked about all the guests they had on and getting their trucks out and getting ready and your competition.
I didn't know they talked about mine. Yeah. Well, that's the thing that I was like concerned about. Is like I said, people are going to be out playing, but not everyone has races that they can go to for monster trucks. Like I don't have monster truck racing around here. So the only time the only time I get heavy into monster trucks is around my comp time.
Yeah.
And it's like, 2 months of straight up monster truck stuff. So.
Yeah. Pit Party's taking a break to play with trucks. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
That was the gist of what I was getting from what I'd heard.
Mm-hmm.
As I was watching and working and doing stuff.
Yeah.
So.
What do you have on your RC plate right now? Aside from, before you go.
I got to get my monster trucks all up and running for April. I got to get my 10 scale carpet buggy up and running.
Oh, you're going to be racing?
I'm going to try. So they've got at CCxRC. I was trying to get there last month, and it's just everything it just got so busy here. I could have gone, but it was going to be last minute.
Yeah.
None of my stuff's ready.
For buggies or for monster trucks?
For monster trucks. They had their last race, but they also were racing buggies the night before.
Oh, I got you.
So, I was trying to get there to go while they still had their last race.
Yeah.
But they're doing some kind of event thing where they're doing everything in one day.
Oh, wow.
On road, off road, monster trucks, all the racing is happening in one day. They're going to do a crazy filled day. So that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
But I'm also in talks with them about getting a vacuum former from them. So
that's right.
That's one of the reasons, the really driving forces. But I'm trying to pair it around. Like if I want to go, I want to go and run and do stuff.
Yeah.
And also here, well, two things. It looked like it was going to rain, which wouldn't be good for it in the back of my truck.
Right.
And then two, I was supposed to get forklifts for my tractor to get it out of my truck, and I don't have forklifts yet. So, and I tried to get it into. We have this little backup space to load your truck at our house that the guy had put in before he bought it, and you can't get your truck in it. Like there's a tree stump. We cut the tree down to make it easier, but you still can't make the turn and back up into it with my big truck. So I need to have the stump now ground so I can redo the entry. Yeah. And it just was like, I don't know how I'm going to get it out. And it was just like, and now it's like a day before. I don't have anything ready. There's just too many. So I said, I'm going to put it on the calendar. I'm coming. I can have my trucks ready. If I can't buy a forklift for my tractor, I will see if I can borrow one from somebody.
Yeah.
I can get it out.
Take it easy, Jeff. Jeff is leaving.
See you, Jeff Walter. They've got that awesome Walter's RC park out here by us.
Oh, cool.
Light field, outdoor crawling, outdoor off-road, outdoor oval.
That's what we should do. Like I've thought about doing that. So I have a URL, and we were going to do a indoor place before COVID hit called Trail Ops. And then I kind of turned it into a sub channel on our channel about when we go out and do trail stuff around. But I thought about doing that where I just kind of go out to different tracks or different places. We have the Die Hard RC out here, which is really cool, and they're opening up at the end of next month, I think. And that's like they have an 8-scale dirt track. They have a carpet track, like an off-road carpet track, and then they have a big crawling course and stuff for drones and stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to kind of go and showcase all these different places and be like, hey, it's out there.
Yeah.
Go play.
Yeah. So. That's fun. Yeah, we've got a bunch. Like Crawler Space RC is here in Grand Rapids. We've got Walter RC Park, Reaction RC Hobbies. There's this Grand River place I haven't been to yet that does like off-road racing, indoor off-road.
Oh, cool.
But I haven't done it yet. It's dirt clay, and I bought a dirt clay low-C TLR, and I haven't built it yet. It's a roller too, so the fact that I haven't built it yet sucks. Like all I gotta do is buy a speed control, a motor, a pinion, and a receiver and a servo, and install them. And in fact, I have a Liquidus servo. I can just stick that Reefs one in there, and it's super fast.
Yeah. I was gonna say, and you have all those parts. You know you do. Like,
but they're spec. You have to do spec class.
I see.
Stuff.
I see.
So you have to have a motor and speedo that work with their spec class. So
yeah.
I
don't want to see you in a speedo racing buggies, to be honest. Let's just put that one to bed, please.
Yeah. So yeah, carpet on road and clay off road.
That'd be fun.
I have the clay off road TLR already.
Yeah.
And then I got the dirt off road clay TLR.
Yeah.
So they could share parts mostly of the same one, the 22. And it's still in the box with the shrink wrap on it.
Yeah. So
I got that when I first moved here. Like the week I moved here, I bought it.
Like forever ago.
Gauntlet. Yeah.
It's all dusty. See, the dirt track out here, the 8-scale dirt track is clay, and we had so much fun out there with just the slashes, the 2-wheel drive slashes, the stock ones. We had a blast out there, and we took the SMT out there and had a lot of fun. I can't wait to get out there with the new rigs that I have and really let them rip and take some good footage out there. So I'm really pumped about that.
Yeah.
The Nomads are going to be right at home out there. Huge. I mean, I would send the slash for a double and a triple. I mean, just full pin. It's and these ones are just going to just bomb over it. It's going to be awesome.
I can't wait for summer here and seeing what's out there. And, you know, I've done a lot of the indoor stuff, and we're right at the edge of the outdoor for Michigan. And so, yeah, monster truck racing is a bit far for me over in Detroit. It's probably 4-hour drive from here. And so that's tough once a month.
Yeah. That's like hotel action.
Yeah.
That's anything over 2 hours is like, I should just stay overnight.
Yeah. Well, my mom's out there, so I could stay at her place. She's about an hour from there.
That's cool.
So I could go do the race, then overnight. But I'd have to overnight the night before. And then probably when I'm done, would I overnight again? I don't know. Like, it could be a long weekend. And my family probably wouldn't go, so it's just all those things make it like,
I know. We'll have to talk about
time at least, because I wanna get out there and race with those guys. They're fast.
Yeah.
They're really fast. So the more you race with them, the better you get. But
I would really love to try monster truck racing. I mean, none of my trucks are really set up for that, but I think that'd be a fun time to do. I mean, there's nothing out here, but it would be a lot of fun.
NorCal's the closest, probably.
Yeah, that's 18 hours, whatever.
NorCal's 18 hours from you?
Yeah.
Round trip?
No. It's 18 hours to San Francisco. I don't know where NorCal is. Yeah.
That's a haul.
We're in the tundra out here, man. It's not too bad. It's
not far north.
I think it takes north to south border of our state. It probably takes 6 hours, 5.5 hours. Cody knows. And then Oregon's probably another 5 hours at least. So yeah, it's a long drive. We drove to San Francisco in 2 days, and that was like an 18-20 hour drive.
Wow.
So
yeah, that's a long haul.
Yep.
That's like us going to Florida. That's crazy.
It's kind of the same thing. Yeah. North to south, across all the states. So I'm trying to get out to like Yosemite or Glacier or something like that this summer. We'll see.
Shoot. Well, man, always good chatting with you. We should probably wrap up here. People are checking out. We said we were wrapping already.
Yeah, congratulations for not you, but to Marlon for going fast. Who cares about you? So
we don't win anything anyway.
I know. You're gonna
bragging rights. We need to start keeping a tab somewhere.
Yep. Marlon, you're gonna love that Micro 99. That thing is awesome.
Yep. I bought another one so that when I give this one away, when I take all this stuff out of my truck and build a monster truck, I'll have a Reefs 99 in it.
Well, freshie. Yep.
I get a freshie for it. Anyway, catch you later, man. And everybody, thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you next time.
Yep. Next time, guys. Take it easy.